Did anybody else want to address anything at this time?
Mr. Mayor, I have a question, if I may. Who requested copies of the bids for the removal of the water tank and why, and has any action been taken?
Yes, I was going to address that, but I was down here, when was it, Jared? Monday or Tuesday? I can't remember the day to visit with Jared. My question was, at the time, to myself, was the bid that was sent in by the Ister Demolition Company, I guess, was for $11,600. And then I found the expenditure for it at the meeting, or the meeting I think was $13,000. Why was there a discrepancy from the bid and the 13? Was there a change order?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, members of council. That first letter from Meisler was a proposal to do the work. Then when I issued the actual formal bids, I required a performance bond and a payment bond, and that resulted in the additional cost of up to $13,000. So the local bid we would receive would also would have had to include performance bond and payment bond.
Well, that wasn't included in the bid, though. That was my question.
It is. Yes.
Well, the bid was for $11,600. That's all I was referring to, and then the fact was that it went up from 11,000 to 13 something.
Their actual formal bid was $13,000.
I just saw. Anyway, I went into the plant, into Mr. Fernandez's office, and got the two bids. I just wanted to look at them to see what they were. Let me give you my feeling about the bid process. Whenever you submit a bid, whether it be under $30,000 or not, it should be either an information item presented to the council on an information basis. I think it would alleviate a lot of problems where we go down the street and somebody says, why are they cut the tank down up on top of, or in Allendale, and we knew nothing about it. I think Mr. Panada brought. I knew nothing about it. I don't know, maybe other council members did.
I read it in the paper. Saw the actual
Well, I know you read it in the paper, but I think that ought to be an information item that's presented to the council before it goes out to bid. It's just a procedure, courtesy to the council, so that we're aware of it. That's all I'm saying. Incidentally, my question relative to the letter is that I wasn't hiding anything, and I wasn't trying to seek anything other than information. The bid, it is public information. The bids are public information. Anybody can walk in off the street and go request a bid from the city or from the different department heads. All I did was go in and ask for it. My question to Bernadette is what the reporter reported to you that I was there seeking that information. Why didn't she, or why didn't she report to the other council members other than you? That seems awful strange to me that she didn't call the other council members. She just made one call, and that was to you. You know, if they're going to call and they're going to be a...
I didn't have any contact with Mr. Fernandez. I understood that you had gone by to pick up information, and I just wanted to ensure that the same information is automatically provided to all the other council members.
It wasn't anything that wasn't information that you didn't request or didn't want to see. My problem is if there's somebody reporting on me down here, please tell me who it is, and that way I can report to them first. Just as a matter of courtesy.
Mr. Mayor, members of the council, I do want to point out regarding that project that we prepared bid specifications, advertising for bid, required the bonds, received formal bids, we've issued a notice of award to the company. We have not signed the construction contract. It has not been executed. It was set up for the city manager's signature, so right now we're holding that in abeyance So technically, we don't have a contract with the company yet, and work probably won't be authorized until we actually sign that construction contract. And I think in the meantime, in all fairness to Mr. Bernardo, I'm going to make an attempt to get a value on that salvage material up there on that tank. So I think that's an honest question, what's it worth? And I'll try to have an answer for you on that as well.
Thank you, Jim.
The only thing I'm questioning, and it's not a question relative to the department head, but most generally, every time we've had a bid from you, Jim, and from Mike, regardless of the amount, it's always been put on the information item. Was there a reason why this one was left off?
Mr. Reno, I had a discussion with the city manager, and I assumed it was going to be presented to council. But then in discussion, we decided that it was well under the $30,000. Evidently, Mr. Gilderugo didn't think it was of that great an importance.
Was it ever placed on the agenda to speak to council about that? We're considering to put it on the agenda?
Thought it was included as an information item in the package, but I am not positive, Joe. I'm not sure.
Well, the only thing I'm saying, bid items like that, regardless of the amount, should be at least presented to the council in information item, whether it's under the $30,000 or not. It's just a common courtesy so that we are aware of what's taking place. Okay? Thank you.
Mr. Fernandez, I'm just concerned about the delay in issuing the contract. It would seem to me, since Mr. Beatty is our acting city manager, that it should be something in short order that he could execute it.
Yes, I suppose we can. I'll refer to Mr. Beatty on that, whether we proceed or wasn't quite sure what to do.
Yeah, I think since council voted, they awarded that bid, you send the notice, we need to just get after amending that contract so that we can get the work started.
What's that? Okay.
The tank.
It's already been, we didn't award the bid. We just approved the bills. Whether it's in the bills or not, we didn't award the bid. That's what I'm saying. It was never brought to the council.
Well, we did issue a notice of award to the company. That's just telling them that they got the bid. Again, we have not signed that construction contract.
I think we should move on with getting that construction contract executed.
I'll defer to Jared, of course.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jim.
Yes.
Anyone else have anything to discuss? Work session's over. Take about a 10-minute break and then we'll go into regular session.
Special session.
Executive.
Special session first. Didn't they call executive session?
What is special session?
It's a special meeting. Two agendas. One agenda is an executive session.
So it's open or it's closed?
Just one agenda item.